Alrighty then, we've had some fun with this 5th Division National League mod before. We've flipped the English leagues entirely on their head, and now we've got another trick up our sleeve. We've loaded up the National League mod in career mode again, and we're trapping the best Wonder Kids of FIFA 20 in every non-league club possible. In case you weren't aware, Vanarama National League is the 5th Division of England, the one below League 2. Just in case you need some clarification, it's never been in FIFA, I don't think it ever will be in FIFA, but with the power of PC mods, baby, we have taken things to a brand new level. Some of the brightest prospects, future Ballon d'Or winners, and golden boys of European football will be trapped in the 5th Division playing against amateurs for as long as we can keep them there for. And for all you non-league fans, we've got all the favourites involved. Aldershot Town, Barnet, Barrow, Boreham Wood, Bromley, the list goes on and on. What we are going to find out today is what can these promising youngsters deliver to the league? How far can they carry their respected clubs? Can these amateur sides achieve the impossible? Who knows, maybe Mbappe alone can take Boreham Wood to the championship, or even dream of the Premier League berth. And of course, if you guys want access to this mod, I'll leave it linked down in the description. The legend Sommers Gaming has conjured this up, and it's been an absolute godsend. So the download link is there. Show them some love and have some fun. They're locked in for the rest of their lives. They've put pen to paper, and only God knows what they've gotten themselves into here. They're staying put. No transfers, no nothing, no negotiations. They're not moving anywhere. Their assigned team is their team for life, and I put that on God. It's a massive commitment, but let's just scroll through all the Wonder Kids. Starting off, actually, we'll go club by club. We've assigned every single team a marquee signing, a Wonder Kid edition. So Kai Havertz, he's Chelsea bound, but he's going to be playing for Bromley, 84 rated, 20 years old. We've got Pedri playing for the newly promoted Harrogate Town. They're going to be in FIFA 21 next year, so all you Harrogate Town fans, I know you're pumped for that. Here we go. I kept getting so much stick in the previous non-league video that I haven't even pronounced these English names correctly.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
I'm going to be on the ropes this entire video, lads. I'm always going to second guess myself with these pronunciations. It's Fernand Torres and Francisco Trincao playing for Woking. Barrow's picked up Kylian Mbappe, of course, just lost the Champions League final, but the World Cup winner, future Ballon d'Or winner Rodrigo will be playing for Chorley. Climb and Klimbo, what a sponsor there. João Felix playing for Boreham Wood. I gotta give it to him. Some of these non-league kits have taken me by surprise. They're actually pretty fresh, as here we have Danny Olmo playing for Maidenhead United. The Spanish playmaker, another Juventus-esque jersey with the black and white stripes, and here we have Hartlepool. Despite their golden logo, they have blue colours, and they're going to be picking up Bukayo Saka. Promising Arsenal talent will be dropping 4 divisions. Eduardo Camavinga, Dover Athletic will be his home for the next few seasons. And we move down to Matthias de Ligt, playing for a team that was formerly in FIFA. I think they were last in FIFA 18. He's going to be signing up for Chesterfield United, signing his life away, as Lautaro Martinez will be playing for Eastleigh. Victor Osimhen just moved to Napoli in real life, and in this simulation, he's going to be playing for Wrexham. I do believe they're based in Wales, and I think they're bootleggers team as well.
This has got all the hallmarks of an absolute classic.
Shout out to all the Wrexham crew as we move down to Torque. I'm absolutely butchering this one. Torquay United. There we go. Mohamed Ahadar and the Dutch playmaker from PSV. We have Martin Odegaard repping Yeovil Town, another team that was formerly in FIFA not too long ago. The Norwegian finds his spot there with the green and white. We have Adam Halozek playing for Stockport County, the 16-year-old with the whole club on his shoulders. Solihull Moors are signing up Gabriel Martinelli, yet another Arsenal youngster moving down to the 5th Division of England. It's Ebbsfleet United welcoming Ansu Fati with open arms. The La Masia Youth Academy graduate, 16 years of age, and Barcelona have just lost him to a 5th Division side in England. We do have Erling Braut Haaland. He was actually born in England, born in Leeds, but no, he's not playing in the Premier League. It's the Vanarama National League, where Halifax Town will be signing up the Norwegian hitman AFC Vital, yet again, another one of these names that I just can't get right in the pronunciations. Forgive me or slate me, do whatever you want, but Vinicius Jr., yet another Real Madrid Brazilian, makes the switch. It's just where all the most exciting talents are playing. They love playing their football here, and Notts County get an Englishman. It is Phil Foden from Manchester City. We're saving some of the best to last here. Jadon Sancho arrives at Barnet. Forget Manchester United. Jadon Sancho's made up his mind. He doesn't want to play at Old Trafford. Forget the Red Devils, and it's Thiago Almada making the move over to Sutton United, changing up his surroundings from Argentina. We're going to have to wait and see, but I'm very impressed with the jersey attire and the aesthetics rocking here in the 5th Division. I forgot the Daggers. How could I? Dagenham and Redbridge have picked up Mason Greenwood from Manchester United. Obviously, he's the best player in this squad. An elite baller, generational talent, and I guess we're going to be having a bit more of an in-depth look at the Englishman throughout the seasons, but we're going to simulate, check the results, check the league standings to see what clubs are going to get carried to the higher divisions, who are going to be the top goal scorers, and And are the Wonder Kids going to grow and develop at their usual rate? Are they just going to grow exponentially? Because they're pretty much coming up against English farmers. Here's a full look at the league table. 24 teams, no relegation, just playoffs and 2 promotion spots to fight for. I think we're looking golden. Let's get this simulation underway. If you enjoy the video, if you go on to have a good time, make sure to drop a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications. We're on the race to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Make sure to check out all the social links down in the description below. And let's get straight into the video. Here is how the first season went with all the best Wonder Kids in the game trapped in non-league football. Woking finishing on top with 122 points. Yes, they did have that slight advantage with Trincao and I believe Fernand Torres. Barrow secures that second promotion spot. Meanwhile, Eastleigh, Sutton, Notts County and Dover Athletic, I do believe, go into the playoffs or they might just be 2 promoted. Depends how this mod works. We're going to have to find out at the start of Season 2 who gets promoted. Dagenham and Redbridge, Mason Greenwood's team. The Daggers finishing in 15th. Who gets technically relegated? It's Hartlepool finishing at the bottom with 23 points. Harrogate Town, they got promoted in real life, but they finish in 23rd. Very strange there. Halifax Town in 21st. It's Boreham Wood in 9th position, and that's basically all we can take a look at. We can also see actually the top goal scorers for the league. So it's Woking's Ferran Torres getting the golden boot, 33 goals. He's not known for his goal scoring abilities, but damn, he's been flexing his muscle. We got Foden with Notts County 27, Trincao with 27, Lautaro Martinez for Eastleigh with 24, Mbappe with Barrow only with 24. You'd expect a bit more from him. Martinelli with Solihull Moors for 16, Almada with Sutton for 20, Rodrigo bagging in 14 goals for Chorley, just like Jadon Sancho for Barnet. Top assists, we have Mbappe and Torres tied with 14 apiece. Trincao and Greenwood also up there with 12. We have Rodrigo with 11 for Chorley, João Felix and Almada with 8 assists each as well. We didn't really put any goalkeepers in this experiment, so we don't have to focus on clean sheets. If you want the in-depth statistics of Mason Greenwood, here you go. It's a +3, still an exciting prospect. He managed 13 goals and 12 assists, double figures in both categories in non-league football, 49 appearances. I've forgotten one. Sorry, lads. We've got Sandro Tonali at Aldershot Town. I completely missed out on that one. One was missing from the list, and that was him, the Italian stallion himself. He's gone up to a 79 overall this season. But now let's look at the growth. We've had Bukayo Saka go up a few, Eduardo Camavinga. The growth is still looking decent, still looking on track. Here's where this experiment slightly gets undermined. Loan deals are still possible with these players. We've had Haaland out on loan from Halifax Town, so maybe that's why they finished so low, because he's been on a 1-year loan in Germany with FC Augsburg. Meanwhile, I don't think any other of the transfers got affected whatsoever. We've just had one loan deal who's kind of stuffed up the experiment, but I'm sorry, we can't prevent it whatsoever. A few of them do have release clauses that clubs could be tempted to activate. I might as well just remove them just to be on the safe side, I guess. Bro, imagine Barrow just got 138.6 mil in the bank. That would be life-changing money, but that's not how we work here. Let's get rid of these release clauses and let's simulate to Season 2. Season 2 is all wrapped up, and the best Wonder Kids in the world now have spent 2 full seasons here in non-league. We have Morecambe and Grimsby Town. The 2 new boys managed to gain automatic promotion, so they are back where they belong. I can confirm there is no playoffs, so here's how the rest of the table is looking. It's Tonali's Aldershot in 7th. We got Odegaard's Yeovil Town in 8th. Who finished rock bottom? It is Fiddle with 15 points. Dagenham and Redbridge. Again, Greenwood can't carry this squad into mid-table whatsoever. The Daggers in 22nd. Foden and Notts County have slipped down to 17th. We've got Harrogate Town with a much improved season sitting in 15th. It's Halifax now with Haaland back in the mix, only in 13th position mid-table. And Eastleigh didn't have enough in them to get that automatic promotion. We're checking up on League 2 here. Did the newly promoted clubs have enough to survive? And Woking and Barrow both relegated, going back down to Division 5, and Woking now down to the 5th tier. Even though they had the 2 Wonder Kids, wasn't enough. Normality is restored for now. As we check up on the top goal scorers, Season 3 awaits. It is Lautaro Martinez with 30 goals, golden boot tied up with a Morecambe player. Jadon Sancho much improved in 40 matches. He managed 23 goals. Mason Greenwood with 20 goals, improved from Season 1. And João Felix, Boreham Wood, he managed to bag 19 goals. Maidenhead United with Dani Olmo, a 19-goal season for the Spaniard, and the Brazilian Rodrigo with 18 goals in Chorley colours. Martin Odegaard managed to find the back of the net 15 times, and Adam Hlozek, the now 17-year-old, with 14 goals. With assists, it's Lautaro Martinez, surely the MVP. It's the season of his life. Dani Olmo, again the Spanish playmaker, with 16, and Victor Osimhen for Wrexham with 14. We also do have João Felix making the top few with 10 assists. Now that Haaland's back in the big time for Halifax Town, he managed 8 assists as well. He didn't appear on the top goal scorers list though. If we want an in-depth look at Mason Mason Greenwood's stats here at Dagenham and Redbridge. He has gone up to has potential to be special from an exciting prospect. Now has the potential to grow to a plus 90 overall. So non-league football is doing him some good. 48 appearances, 20 goals and 8 assists. No double figures in both categories this season, but he's definitely improved his goal scoring reputation. 28 goal contributions in 48 matches. You got to remember though, he's playing alongside a bunch of like 50, 40 rated players. I think the best player in this side alongside him is someone who's rated 60. So you can't expect all too much. For the rest though, a few of them are crashing back down to normality, but these loan deals keep on creeping in. It's Gabriel Martinelli. He's been loaned out to France. Stade Rennais have picked him up. Unfortunately, his club couldn't keep a hold of him this season, so season 3 is where they get to pounce. Kai Havertz, surprisingly, no one's activated his release clause. We are living on a prayer right now as Bromley still keep a hold of the German. Hedry, another La Masia talent. Apparently, the team will not sell the player as he's too important for the club, so they're doing our own job for us. Here I am thinking we're going to have to battle with all these other teams to not sell him. It seems like the AI are just not accepting offers. Meanwhile, working, they're willing to sell Ferran Torres and Trincao, one with a release clause cheaper than its actual value. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe will be playing his football back in the Vanarama National League next season, still with that £138.6 million release clause. We've got a few other release clauses yet to be activated. Phil Foden was loaned out to Fiorentina, so maybe that's why Notts County didn't perform as expected. Hartlepool finished bottom with Bukayo Saka and Eduardo Camavinga leading Dover Athletic to a decent finish in the league. Matthias de Ligt for Chesterfield doing alright now at an 87. Lautaro Martinez, the MVP of the National League, and yet again, he's too important for Eastleigh to sell, so they're not going to accept any offers anytime soon. You love to see it as well. Victor Rosherman deemed too important for the club to sell, and again here with Mohamed Ahadaran for Torquay United. We do have a release clause on Martin Odegaard though, so that could tempt a few big European clubs. Let's just pray to the heavens that in season 3 these stupid loan deals don't go through again and keep ruining this experiment. Let's keep simulating. After season 2 had its ups and downs, it was a bit of a wish-washy campaign. Now it is surely securing that automatic promotion with 118 points. Rodrigo is going up to the 4th tier. He's entered professional football where he belongs, and guess who's joining them? It's working yet again with Ferran Torres and Trincao. The teams that just miss out are Stockport, Eastleigh, and Mbappe's Barrow. Greenwood, Dagenham and Redbridge with a major improvement upon their 2 previous campaigns. Tonali's out of shot town sitting in 12, smack bang in the middle of the table. Havertz's Bromley are not performing all too well, just like João Felix Borum would. Yet again, they just love the bottom of the table. The wooden spoon goes to Bukayo Saka's Hartlepool. Dover Athletic just missing out on that bottom finish. Who's getting relegated to amateur football? Let's find out, shall we? It is Carswell United and Leyton Orient. They've been here before. Now we're welcoming them back. Here are the top goal scorers in the league, and it's Stockport County's Hlozek, the Czech Republican, with 45 goals in 44 matches. The winger has had an exceptional season. What a campaign from the lad. Insane stuff. It's working. Trincao with 38 goals. The Golden Boot race has heated up. I got no idea who more is. We got Rodrigo promoted with Chorley, 29 goals he contributed. It's Eastleigh's Martinez with 28. Mason Greenwood managed 18 goals this season. As we scroll down, Halifax down. There we go. Haaland's entered the charts with 16 goals, and Jadon Sancho manages 15 alongside Vinicius Jr. In terms of assists, it was the Portuguese Trincao on top. He bagged 15, Rodrigo 2 behind him with 13, and Mbappe 11 assists for him, as Greenwood and Almada both get 10. It's safe to say that Greenwood has exploded this season. A +5, still has potential to be special at 20. He's going up to an 82 overall. Now, we have checked back at his performance stats. 49 appearances, 20 goals and 12 assists, and that is 32 goal contributions to celebrate here in Season 3. We're going to get an overview of the rest of the Wonder Kids in this league. Of course, some of them are getting promoted, but these are not the worst, but the lowest rated. Camavinga only at a 78. Meanwhile, Almada with an improved season at Sutton still hasn't hit the 80s, just like Saka, who keeps finishing at the bottom of the table. Pedri for Harrogate Town, representing that terrible shirt sponsor, is translating into terrible performances. The man of the campaign, Adam Hlozek, still hasn't hit the 80s, even though he scored 45 goals this season. Something's wrong here. Sheffield United have picked up Mohamed Ahadaran. We're gonna have to chuck an Uno reverse card on that one or something, because that is definitely not happening. Odegaard reaching an 87. he stayed loyal to Yeovil Town and rejected an offer from Liverpool. That's a good lad. That's my boy. He's staying faithful to non-league football, and Yeovil Town get to recuperate the Norwegian playmaker. Kai Havertz now at a 90. Oh, Liverpool have picked him up. Yet again, the Uno reverse card's going to have to come out for that one. We're not letting that happen. Currently, Mbappe has got a pre-contract move to Barcelona. Yeah, we got a lot of admin work to do behind the scenes. Few transfers we got to fix, but Season 4 is looking as bright as ever. No need to fear, Barrow fans. Your promotion campaign is back on track. We have spent the whole bankload for Kylian Mbappe. He spent one day at Barcelona. He didn't have fun at the new camp, and he's headed back to the 5th Division of England. £249.2 million spent, and now he's returning to play his football in one of the best leagues in the world. In addition, it's Torquay United gaining back their Dutch super talent. It's the starlet of PSV is making his journey back to the 5th Division. He was at Sheffield United. We're bringing him right back down to earth, and the 20-year-old 80 overall, he's no Mbappe, but he's definitely going to help this squad out for £30 million. Their brand new number 24 is going to return home like the prodigal son. It's Kai Havertz, the final transfer we had to make, pledges his loyalty back to Bromley. He was tempted by Liverpool, made the switch to Anfield and the Premier League. Liverpool tried to be sneaky with it. Jurgen Klopp tried to poach Odegaard as well for £163.4 million. He makes the move back to non-league football. Real Madrid undecided between Odegaard and Olmo. I thought we had another transfer saga on our hands. That definitely made my heart drop. Hopefully they don't go for either. Zidane, look elsewhere, please. I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but even Dagenham and Redbridge are seeing what we're doing for non-league football. Valuation is surging and we're living life. Well then, Season 4, it's been a journey. It's needed some tinkering along the way, but we've made it. Who is getting promoted? It is Torquay with the Hatteran back in the squad. That might have been the deciding factor. They managed 120 points, finishing on top, and Stockport getting that second automatic spot for the first time ever. The relegated League 2 clubs don't get promotion. It's Leyton Orient finishing in 3rd, missing out on promotion by 1 point. Carswell United with 76, mid-table in 10th. It's Greenwood's, Dagenham and Redbridge sitting in 7th position. Eastleigh and Mbappe's Barrow miss out on promotion again. He can't do it here in the 5th Division. He's struggling. Phil Foden carrying Notts County to 8th place. Now towards the bottom end of the table, it is Ansu Fati's Ebbsfleet United with 11 points rock bottom, and Saka finally doesn't finish rock bottom with Hartlepool on 22. Harrogate Town still performing dreadfully. Now here for the moment of truth. Have any of the non-league clubs survived in League 2? Gonna have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it's surely getting relegated. Woking has survived with Trincao, Ferran Torres. They've finished in 20th. Enough for them to secure their League 2 status for next season. They're going to be in the 4th tier in Season 5. The Brazilian Rodrigo's Chorley getting condemned alongside Macclesfield Town back to non-league football. 5th Division, here they come. Top goal scorers in Season 4. We got Lautaro Martinez getting another top goal scorer award. It's 34 goals for him. We got a Hatteran on his return back to Torquay with 26 goals. Hello Zek for Stockport, unable to match his 45 goal campaign last time out, but it was probably impossible to do so. We have Mbappe only with 19 goals. It's Greenwood matching him with 19 as well. Martin Odegaard decided to stay at Yeovil Town this season. He bagged 16 goals, just like Jadon Sancho at Barnet. It's Havertz, Foden, Osimhen and Almada making it through to the top scorers charts, and with assists, it's the Norwegian playmaker Odegaard. They cherish him at Yeovil Town, and he's going to be a club legend for them if he keeps this up. 12 assists. Major transfer news, boys. This has completely caught me off guard. I didn't see this happen in the summer, and Boreham Wood have cashed in on João Felix. They've sold him off to Barcelona for £143.6 million. What are you guys doing? In more transfer news, no wonder why Haaland hasn't been performing well or wasn't even in the top goal scorers charts. It's because he moved to Liverpool this season for £74.1 million. We've got a lot of work to do behind the scenes here. We've got Solihull Moors selling this random regen youth academy gem who has potential to be special. Nick De Silva is off to Manchester United for nearly £60 million. Phil Foden, Bayern Munich have taken the dive on him. He's joining Bayern when the transfer window opens. And Tonali makes his journey away from Aldershot Town once more with £45.4 million being spent on him. Sevilla pick him up. Well, this has been a shock to the system. At least Mbappe stayed, so you know he's loyal. Jadon Sancho still repping Barnet, though. He's at a 92, £81.7 million release clause. Still stands. João Felix dogged the boys, and we do have Kai Havertz staying along. De Ligt hits the 90. Lautaro's going up to a 90, and Vinicius Jr. sitting at an 89 for AFC Vital. Dani Olmo and Odegaard have reached 88 territory. Meanwhile, couldn't steer surely away from relegation. Rodrigo in League 1 now at an 87. Woking boys who kept the club up. Trincao at an 83 rating. Ferran Torres, oh, this is another transfer I missed out, as well as Ansu Fati, boys. This is starting to get absolutely ridiculous, and Gabriel Martinelli has moved to the Basque club. Atletico Bilbao has gone against their transfer policy and picked up the Brazilian Eduardo Camavinga, signing on the dotted line for Fulham. Here is how Season 5 has ended. Unfortunately, we didn't get to try a hand at, switching around the transfers. I think our magic touch is wearing off. Nonetheless, top of the table, National League, Mbappe has finally made his mark at Barrow. Only taken him half a decade, but he's got promotion to League 2. It's Lautaro Martinez is easily getting that second promotion spot as well. Yeovil Town and Carlisle miss out. Meanwhile, it's Dagenham and Redbridge. Greenwood's boys unable to get an automatic promotion spot. As we scroll down, Macclesfield and Leyton Orient unable to get promotion back up to the 4th tier. Wrexham, Solihull Moors, and then Ebbsfleet Town yet again finishing bottom of the pack. Here we go then, the top goal scorers charts, and it's Lautaro Martinez for Eastleigh. They got that second promotion spot, and he helped out massively with 31 goals. Mason Greenwood with a career high of 24. Kai Havertz still at Bromley with 22. Vinicius Jr., Almada, all with 22 as well. And Mbappe not being the top goal scorer for his first place team, unfortunately. Barrow only managed 20 goals. In terms of assists, yeah, it wasn't any of our wonder kids. It's Mbappe with 15. Mason Greenwood got 14. It's the Norwegian Odegaard with 11. Here with the League 2 performers, it's Torquay finishing in the playoff spots. Who saw this coming? Mohamed Hadarin has guided the lads into 6th position. Definitely a record breaking for the non-league clubs in their first appearance. It's Stockport staying up as well. And as we move further down, Woking stay up. It's Morecambe and Cambridge United taking the plunge to the 5th tier. And they're going to be playing amateur football next season. It's Rodrigo still with that release clause, but the Lit has made the move to Liverpool. Camavinga out at Fulham. Martinez not going anywhere anytime soon. A few more transfers of it books, like Dani Olmo moving to Liverpool. Phil Foden making the plunge to Bayern Munich. And then Bukayo Saka still at Hartlepool. Monaco's the brand new destination for Pedri. Vinicius Jr. still staying loyal. We have a solid bunch that have stayed here in the 5th tier of English football, and you love to see it. Here is how Season 6 has played out. Cambridge United on top with 107 points. They are going straight back up to the 4th division. Meanwhile, it is Jadon Sancho's Barrow right behind them in that second automatic promotion spot. Sutton and Carlisle just missed out, just like Macclesfield. And finishing rock bottom is Camavinga-less Dover Athletic. How did the new boys do in League 2 then? We got Torquay and Eastleigh in 5th and 6th. They qualified for the playoffs. It is a Hadarin's Torquay, and of course Lautaro Martinez, man, he has gotten used to life here in League 2, and it's Stockport and Woking surviving as well. So all the non-league clubs who have managed to come up have stayed up this season, and it's Cheltenham Town and Bury getting relegated to the 5th tier. Oh, and I completely missed Barrow. Mbappe's Barrow stayed up as well. We got, what, 5 teams now from the Vanarama National League that have solidified their 4th division status. Get in. Top goal scorers in the National League, Mason Greenwood. He's gone from strength to strength, now at 29 goals in 41 matches. Thiago Almada for Sutton United with 27 goals. Can I recognise any other names? For Wrexham, it's Oshiman with 23. Havertz for Bromley getting 18. The Wonder Kids that got away, we made them obsolete. We've taken them off the shortlist. We're not tracking them anymore. Here are the men that have stayed at the one club. They've remained loyal. Jadon Sancho now playing in League 2. He's been patient staying. Kai Havertz we had to bring back. Rodrigo hasn't threatened to move away, just like Mason Greenwood. Bukayo Saka stayed loyal to Hartlepool. Martin Odegaard, Oshiman. We all know Ferran Torres made a move away, but the Portuguese youngster has remained, and now they're mostly all in their prime besides Lozek and Hadarin. So we're starting to see some peak performances. Can they continue to make these rises up the footballing ladder? We can't forget Vinicius Jr. 40 appearances, 15 goals and 7 assists for Fiddle Fiddle. Still don't know how to say their name. Here it is. The moment's finally arrived. Lucky Season 7 and filed. We're managing them, and Vinicius Jr.'s side goes up. First position, 111 points. Going up with them is Carlisle United. It's Greenwood's, Dagenham and Redbridge just missing out, and Sutton from Almada also unable to make the push up. Oshiman over at Wrexham managed 94 points, and Rodrigo's surely languishing in 10th position. Finishing bottom of the pack yet again, it's familiar faces down here. Even Kai Havertz at Bromley. Wait, I don't know. They might have moved. I haven't checked the transfers whatsoever. It's another moment of truth moment, isn't it? It's Torquay again. They love finishing in the playoffs, don't they? Can they actually finally get the promotion promotion. We'll have to wait and see. Mohamed Hadarun's boys absolutely killing it in League 2. It's Mbappe's Barrow just maintaining that mid-table position in the 4th tier. Stockport finish above him as well. As we take a glimpse down at the opposite end of the table, it's Woking. After a solid few seasons here in League 2, they are back down to the National League, and it's Eastleigh managing to survive. Lautaro Martinez's boys achieving their salvation hopes. Completely overlooked this, but Jadon Sancho's Barnet also surviving quite comfortably in 14th, 63 points, steering way clear of the relegation zone. And there you go, Vinicius Jr., 30 goals for the Brazilian, alongside his fellow teammate Williams with 29. Greenwood managed 27 again. It's Osimhen for Wrexham, 18. Osimhen and Vinicius Jr. share 10 assists each. Here's his stats as a whole this season, just in case: 40 goal contributions, 42 appearances. The Brazilian is a different level. He is exceeding expectations. Thiago Almada, who made the jump. I'm not sure when that transfer actually happened, whether it was in the summer or January. He has dogged Sutton. Sutton has lost the Argentine services, and he's become a Galactico, and it's Martin Odegaard, after all those years of service to Yeovil Town, has moved to Schalke in the Bundesliga, still maintaining a very expensive release clause. It's Sancho and Havertz still staying loyal. Don't ask questions, just go with it. We're now the manager of Barrow. We were fired from the final job, and we managed to finish on 103 points, just like Stockport, on top of the League 2 table, and that means it's the 3rd division promotion for both the non-league clubs. You love to see it. Mbappe's having a blast. Finally can celebrate winning something, unlike in the Champions League final. It's Torquay finishing in their vintage traditional playoff spot. We'll scroll down. Did Barnet survive? Yes, they did, and it's Eastleigh and Fidel, both relegated. I don't think Vinicius Jr. stayed in that team. 0 points. Eastleigh managed to put up a good fight, but it wasn't enough, and Jadon Sancho's Barnet have finished in 20th position. We've kind of distanced ourselves away from the National League, but it's Greenwood's Dagenham and Redbridge finally promoted to League 2. You love to see it. Sutton and Solihull Moors also working, struggling without their marquee Wonderkids, and let's see who has been just absolutely dreadful. It's Chesterfield without De Ligt. It's Mbappe on fire. Why did he ever consider going to Barcelona when he's bagging 26 goals and 10 assists in League 2 in a promotion push, 42 appearances? The Frenchman is unstoppable, on fire, and it's a 95 rated god. Nearly managed to steal the Golden Boot award. Martins Moreira got no idea what Stockport County have been doing, but they've unearthed a couple of gems over there. We started off so promisingly with over 25 Wonderkids on the transfer list, and now we've whittled it down to, I think we're at 9 or 10 now. Victor Osimhen moving his way over to Spurs in the Premier League, so he is off the list. Well, again, we've switched clubs managerially, and Torquay, I've ended up here. I didn't expect them to be in League 1, considering they finished in the playoffs last year, but finally, 3 years in a row, and they win the playoffs, promotion to League 1, and let's see where the other teams finish. As we scroll down the bottom of the table, we got Stockport in 19th, and it's Barrow, rock bottom. What is going on at that club since I left? Carswell, Colchester, and Accrington all getting relegated to the 4th tier, but Stockport stay up. Torquay nearly finishing in the promotion playoffs, only 3 points away. It's Mbappe, relegated or sold. I guess we're gonna have to find out. Here we have League 2, Greenwood's Dagenham and Redbridge on top with 110 points. Boy, he is flying now. Barnet, Jadon Sancho yet again staying comfortable in that 14th spot. They're not budging, but in the relegation zone, it's Crawley Town and Swindon Town. Don't see any more non-league clubs, so we're going to switch down to the National League. It is Martinez's Eastleigh getting promotion back up to League 2, and Halifax Town, without Haaland, managing that 2nd promotion spot. In case you're wondering, here's how Mbappe's season went at Barrow. 23 appearances, 2 goals and 2 assists. Yeah, got no idea what has happened there. Maybe his season was just riddled with injuries. I don't know, but for a 95 rated French baller, you'd expect absolutely way more than that. Here we have it, the last ones standing, and we have whittled it down to 7. No, we have 2 traders. Bukayo Saka now over at Inter. He's made the transfer switch, and Mohamed Hadarun, he's had so many loyal years at Torquay United, but it was time to say goodbye over to Newcastle United, and these are the last remaining 6. Kylian Mbappe, probably now no one in world football can afford him. He's on a free contract, so he could probably go anywhere next season. Jadon Sancho, I'm surprised, man. It was Barnet who weren't willing to sell him. He's had that release clause for ages, and no European club has taken the plunge. It is also Vinicius Jr. He's available on a pre-contract as well. It was Lautaro's Eastleigh who just survived, and he also now hitting 30 years of age, too important for the club to sell. Trincao at Woking is available on a pre-contract too, so a lot of contract work needs to be done. Well, Vinicius mean the proof is in the pudding? You just saw there the teams that kept a hold of their Wonder Kids, made them trapped down to a contract at the club, survived and also conquered through up the footballing ladder and managed to even get a sniff towards the championship. The ones that sold their stars didn't really invest back in the team. They struggled, they didn't progress as we all thought they would, and yeah, they suffered, unfortunately for them. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to drop it a like down below, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications for more content coming your way. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the links are in the description. As always, I've been BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.